Doing it live.
Showtime. What's up? What's up? We're live.
We're live?
We are live.
We do this live? What?
Watch
When
out.
did you guys start doing this live?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
You're happy there.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. I hit the wrong thing.
You got Stain's gonna come after you guys.
It's okay.
I had to pitch that down because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let me put the actual track of that on here. So I had to pitch it down just a tiny bit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You made it.
It just
You're
doesn't
up.
match.
I did.
That's hilarious. Well, how's everybody doing tonight?
Stunning.
Excellent.
I am doing so well.
Swell.
Sick.
Swell.
Still sick? I can hear it. That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
good.
I got sick. Matt, you were
Been
sick
great.
too.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, right?
I was too.
I'm
On,
finally over it.
What was it? Either
Gotta
New
catch
Year's
them all.
Eve or no, like the day before or something. I don't know. My stomach, like it. I felt
Dang.
like I had
Dante's
the
peak
worst
was
cramps in my
peaking
entire
out
life.
your butthole.
Damn. That's no fun. All right. Well, Disastuary is off to a hot start.
No one's going to acknowledge what the fuck John just said. Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're just gonna let it sit.
Okay.
No, let
that's
it
fine.
percolate.
You don't want to let those percolate.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You need to let it out.
So, Disastuary is off to a hot start.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
There we go.
Might be a little steamy.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Yeah, not sure if this was the right pick on the votes. Some things are better.
Yeah, I am severely disappointed with all of our listeners and voters because you chose the wrong movie. I
Oh,
watched it
man.
and it was a fun watch.
You think Volcano was better?
Yes, Volcano is
Probably more
technically
entertaining.
Volcano is technically the better movie. Dante's Peak has the better title and the better poster. The movie poster.
Oh,
Dante's Peak has those two like in spades, way better than Volcano. But Volcano is the better movie.
We'll get
To
into
me.
that.
We'll get.
Well, for those who are new here, welcome to the Movie Podium. We're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies.
This week's film was chosen by our fans, as we were talking about. We had them vote for either Volcano or our next movie, and thanks for voting. Without further ado, we present our next movie.
I don't want tectonic, if I'm magmatic, this thing is gonna blow.
I hope you're wrong about our volcano, Harry. But if not, I'm glad you're here.
Like I don't know what Volcano's trailer is, but that one is awesome.
yeah, about to say that was sick as hell.
Yeah, that trailer makes
than the
this
entire
movie
movie.
look awesome.
Yes, it does. I'm gonna watch it
Good
again.
morning.
John, how many
Alright,
times
well-
did you watch this?
Yeah, actually, good question.
Oh, I mean, I rented it for 48 hours starting at midnight when I told you guys. I'm like, all right, I pretty much played it every waking moment I was at home, like in the background.
Do you have a number?
Right.
Probably like 6.
That's six.
Not
Jesus
fully paying
Christ.
attention.
This
You just put it
6
on repeat.
times. Did you put on repeat?
Oh no, it gave me all sorts of weird Amazon stuff. Like,
Yeah,
like, I'm pretty
Cohen
sure,
actually enjoyed this.
Wonderful Life probably
Oh, it's
fell in
yeah,
there.
it's the same.
Because it's a silly movie.
Yeah, it is silly.
I
Well,
remember being a kid and liking this movie with my parents watched it because it was a silly movie.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling no one's watched either movie in the last 20 years.
I have
But
watched
you can get into
Volcano.
that. Have you really?
Yes, because
Wow.
it's awesome. It's a great movie.
I've probably watched Dante's Peak more recently than Volcano prior to this episode, but it's probably been over 20 years for either.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that's the same for me. I actually got Volcano at the library today, so I can.
You're gonna,
compare.
At the
you're gonna
library?
compare. You're gonna tell
I'm
us.
compare. Yeah,
You're
at the
gonna realize that
library.
it's a better
Free.
movie.
Well, let's hit the intro. I think we have a special disaster I cannot wait for.
What? What are you talking
Cheers.
about? Cheers.
Disastuary, disastrous fury, nature's rage in all its glory.
My God,
That was
Wow.
glorious.
Wait, who sang that? Did you? How
It
did
was
you get-
AI.
It was AI to sing
Yeah.
that. That's so funny.
I had to give it the prompt of how to pronounce disastuary.
Oh, man. Kelly and I made a song
That
last
is
night. And it was
amazing.
all AI. Like we just typed in the chat GPT, give us a song and chords, and then we just went on and played that. And we're like, oh, this is wild and really easy to do.
Yeah.
all right.
This music thing's not very difficult. I should be a musician.
Like Taylor Swift songs. I feel like she had ChatGPT for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Cars or whatever that dude is in Matthew McConaughey movie.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Interstellar, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, I sent a chat to you, Eric.
I know. I got it.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're gonna have blind
All right.
rankings this episode.
Woo,
Nice.
we got blind rankings, and I have no clue what it is. And I don't know what you can even derive from this movie. We had a hard time figuring out a podium. for
Yeah,
this one, so
a podium.
just wait. All right, well, I'm your host, Matt Scott. I'm here with my dudes, Eric,
Hello.
Dave,
Hey,
coming up with Cooking with Kevin.
Hey.
No,
oh,
darn
hey.
it. There it is.
Hey, that's me. That's the second time you played
I'm
that.
the
Hello?
worst at like this. Well, who gave me this
Sorry, I'm not-
job?
Right. And hello, John.
hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hi,
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Not related to this movie at all. Okay, that's not what I expected. There's not much that you can relate to.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
who hasn't been in a volcano?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who has
Well-
an escaped disaster?
Right. Before we get
just-
into the episode,
Fuck, barreling down a train track or train tunnel there.
yeah, that's natural, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to thank all our Patreon supporters who've been following us on our podcast journey. If you haven't checked it out, join our Patreon where you can get some of
Yeah.
casting credits and have access to our private Discord.
Yeah. And Marcus, one of our patrons, is on here.
Yeah.
Live. Thank you, Marcus.
And I
everyone.
like this point, arguing what's worse, tetanus or rabies. Yeah, that's basically the argument between Volcano and
no,
Dante's
no.
Peak.
I
Not for Eric.
disagree.
Eric has a staunch
I
support
disagree.
here.
Yeah.
Well,
Matt, you get back to me when you watch Volcano.
I am. I also rented Twisters. So for next week, for those paying attention or watching, we're doing Twisters. So I wanted to see Twisters and Twisters. Or
Yeah,
Twister.
we're doing Twister,
correct
the original one.
Yep. And I just wanted to see how it compares to the new one
Yeah.
with Glenn Powell.
Which means I have to watch the new one.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
John's got a busy week.
Yeah, John's gonna have a
You
lot
just
to watch.
pile it on me, Mr. Matt. You
I'm just
pile
giving you homework. Lots of homework here.
At least you don't have to
Alright,
read.
so I'm just gonna only have to watch this 3 times.
Split that in half. All right. Let's get some random ass facts here. And boy, was it hard to find anything good on this.
You know what happened to me whenever I first watched this movie and looked up what Harry what's his last name? Dalton's.
Dalton.
Yeah.
Because I just think
So
of a
he's
different
a
movie.
volcanologist.
Volcanologist.
Yeah, volcanologist.
A
Yeah, that's a thing,
volcanologist. Is that it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is it really a thing? Oh yeah,
But that's what it says that he is, and that got
Right.
me. All I could think was what Randy Marsh.
Oh
And
yeah.
if that's what he was, but no,
He was
he's
a
just
geologist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a straight
Yeah, well, a
geologist.
volcanologist is a specific discipline of geology.
And then I
Like
started
a specialist.
deep diving videos of Mount St. Helens blowing up.
Ooh.
Dang, you got inspired. Wait, John, aren't you
Yeah.
a geologist technically? Is that your degree?
No, but
Oh,
learned a little bit because of basically having an earth sciences major in college.
John's an herbivore.
He's certainly not a carnivore.
well, first random ass fact. It's got a 6.0 on IMDb or a -1 Thor. Just
You know
for
what?
those-
Honestly, that is accurate.
I was gonna say, just for those keeping track, Volcano landed at a 5.5.
Ow!
Which is not
A worse movie.
which is not correct.
It is
say
definitely the
that.
worst movie on Thor scale.
Look, Do you know what the
Thor scale.
Do you know what the tagline for Volcano is, real quick?
I can't remember.
Coast is toast. Just because I saw it on the DVD that I got today.
Yeah.
That's fucking awful.
The
Coast is
toast.
toast.
All right, first random ass fact about Dante's
toast.
Peak. The volcano eruption doesn't occur until 53 minutes into the movie. It's a pretty dud fact, isn't it? There's not a lot.
Wow, you're really selling us. That was a random ass fact.
53.
I remembered it exploding way earlier. Than
Yeah.
Me too.
It did.
Me too. It did feel
I
pretty
mean-
late in the movie.
Yeah, to be fair,
It gave
Harry
it plenty of time
predicted
to
it.
hear. Put the tunnel alert.
What's Dave's favorite line?
Yep. I think we can. I can't wait for favorite line. Let's see. Most of this shooting took place in Wallace, Idaho, and all of the crater scenes were shot at Mount St. Helens.
Okay.
What's up? Yeah.
I thought it was in whatever Oregon.
So did I. Apparently not.
Wait,
I looked it up and
well,
it said Idaho.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you said Mount St. Helens. Where's that? Idaho? Or
That's in Washington, I think.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, Washington.
It's all kind of a similar region.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All those Pacific Northwest. Who knows?
That's a random
Just
ass
kidding.
fact right there.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's right.
Somewhere
you
out
live
in
there.
Montana.
Come on,
Who
I
the
did.
hell knows?
So, the crazy boat scene, which I can't wait to talk about. The first time it was filmed, the boat sank, and apparently the girl, Jamie Renee Smith, could not swim, and so Pierce Brosnan had to hold her in the water until the crew could get her out.
I did
What a
see
great
that.
man.
Yeah.
What a
Thank you,
great-
Pierce.
Being a hero.
That's Kevin's hero.
He's on the wall right behind me.
And last one, because these are very good.
You're really selling it, man.
I know, right? Well, I love this movie. Anybody want to take a guess on how they made the volcanic ash?
It's newspaper.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Fine newspaper shavings.
Look at the big crane on stage.
Being creative.
I like to think that they ground the newspaper up and then they have this big industrial fan and they're like, everyone get in front of this fan. They just chuck the fucking newspaper into the fan and it just blows on everyone.
If that's what was covering the cars and everything, that
Yeah.
was probably like such a mess to clean up.
Oh,
But I
sure.
think they used a lot of scale models in this.
Yeah,
I
That
know
would
that-
make sense.
would
Yeah.
make
Because
sense.
there's I read some stuff about the bridge scene
No.
where the bridge was actually big enough for two cars to get across, but then there's a part where it's only wide enough for like a single car to get across it.
Yeah, it's where the
it's
Humvee goes
And
across.
it's because it's switching from scale model to
Oh,
like,
okay.
real life.
I see.
So
Good catch.
stuff like that. Yeah. So I wondered if like they use the newspaper ash and scale model to do those scenes where it looked like it was completely covered.
Yeah.
Probably. That would be
Might have
easier.
been. I mean, they might have needed different material for the different like scale they were filming at.
But still, like,
Right.
what they were driving through and stuff with the truck, like that was all paper.
Yeah, that's
Apparently.
crazy.
Lots of fucking paper.
Yeah.
There was quite a
Not
bit
money.
of CGI.
I mean, it
in this,
almost
too.
looked like snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is early CGI for sure.
Yeah.
My
All right.
gosh, I'm excited to talk about that.
Oh man. Let's do the categories.
Okie
First
dokie.
category. What was your favorite thing about the movie? We got an early riser. Hi, what are you doing, John? You're up first.
Oh, the effects. I
Nice.
thought we were
Great
already on
timing.
that. I thought the effects were great and convincing and made for truly getting you like, oh, we're in a volcanic eruption right off the bat too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess
Just spits you
Beyonce
in.
got nailed in the head with ironplastic material.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was good.
Starts
and
off on 100.
It was over 25 years ago with these. So I agree with John on that.
That's fair. What's your favorite thing, Kevin?
Mine is on. I was kind of with that though. I went with more of the movie isn't slow, and you're on your edge pretty much the whole movie. You said that the volcano doesn't even go off until 53 minutes in.
Yeah.
And you thought it was earlier. That kind of shows the pacing of this movie. Like you just,
They're edging you.
yeah, they're edging you. They're edging you the whole time,
Not quite.
and then it just explodes.
There's too many
Oh,
volcanoes. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, I'll jump on the edging.
That was for
there we
Kevin.
go.
That was the delayed one. Sorry.
Yeah, my favorite thing is that it's a disaster movie and there's a ton of special effects and destruction. So if I'm judging it based on just how much of a disaster was created by the volcano, I give it a solid B+. And that's where I'll leave it. Eric,
Yeah.
what's your favorite thing?
I just said volcano movies are sick.
Yes,
That's it.
Just
We need
all
one.
of them.
Yeah, just all of them.
we need
Two.
another
We
one
need
now.
more.
There's
only two.
Yeah, the two that I know are awesome.
These two volcano movies are fucking dope.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dave, how about you?
I just love how 90s this movie is. Like
Well, yeah.
everything from the computers to how
Oh,
they're
yeah.
dressed. Fucking Pierce Brosnan whips out a camera from a holster on his belt. Like it's so 90s. It's amazing.
He probably has a beeper connected to it also.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure has the beeper.
Sorry, they're calling me.
Fucking, we got an answering machine. We got answering machines going
Yes.
off. Like, there's so much stuff where like kids, where I'm sure Matt's kids were like, what is all of this stuff?
Well, I have a second favorite
For sure.
if we have another go round.
All right. Well, I think you're the only one going back around. Go for it, John.
Second favorite thing is the note left at their like that was found in a fucking house that was engulfed in flames. Their paper note was left for them to find. Oh, we continued up the mountain to Grandma's house. Bye.
Please don't be mad at us.
There's like
Stole your car. Sorry.
the son being somewhere he's not supposed to be with his friends, his mom having to come get him. Like,
Yeah.
The kid taking the mom's car and driving up the mountain. Like, it's just
I've done this once before. I've seen Mom do it. It's okay.
That goes to our next category, Dave.
Yeah, next
Your least
category.
favorite thing about the movie?
The least favorite thing about the movie. Dave,
Oh God,
where do you start?
Where to
There's
begin?
there's so much. I mean, they did it. They did a convincing job, B+ effort at making me somewhat convinced that they were in a volcanic disaster.
Very
You're not
generous.
gonna drive a car through lava. You're not gonna. I mean, that car, even though it had a snorkel, it gets stuck, and then another car hitting it is what gets them magically from being in this river. Like,
Yeah. Don't worry, this rig can handle it. It's got a snorkel.
Yeah.
Four-wheel drive, Dave.
Grandma sacrificing herself.
Oh,
to
dude.
acid water.
I gotta. Oh man, I can definitely bounce off of that.
But yeah, I mean, it's an entertaining movie for sure. I don't think I would agree with Kevin on it kept me on the edge of my seat.
It didn't edge you?
Didn't edge you.
It didn't edge you.
Edge at all.
I was unstimulated.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
can't-
shame.
About
I was
you.
very into it myself. John, what about you?
No, Mayhew, you wanted to say something.
Oh.
Dave.
Oh yeah, I got it. All right, fine, I'll go.
Let me
there's
at it.
definitely a few things. Let's
I got
see.
a lot of problems.
The beginning, yeah, I got a lot of problems with you, and it starts with the beginning. The entire first scene is a mess. I mean, what the hell is going on? Takes something saying 4 years later, and him doing push-ups and breathing. Like, what is going on? It's so clunky. Like,
How did you like his push-up technique?
it was fine. He's a Bond guy. I mean, so that was fine. I also, well, yeah. So the rescue mission. After the guy says he wants to be off the rope, he's like, "No, just let me get off the rope." When they're on the crater or whatever with that.
Oh, for the NASA thing.
When he breaks his leg.
No need to
Yeah, when he breaks his
Yeah.
leg. It's so painfully obvious that something bad is gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
so
predictable.
dumb. Yeah, it's so predictable. There's no suspense. I'm not on the edge of my seat. I'm just like waiting for him to fall and get hurt or something stupid to happen. How about Dalton magically knowing how to hotwire an old truck?
Yeah,
That was pretty smooth.
there's no
And-
keys.
Yeah,
well.
I'll just figure out
I
how to
might as
hotwire it.
well have just had keys in there for fucking
Right.
purposes.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And
Kelly just
my-
said, you hear the heavy breathing before we saw the push-ups, and you guys
Oh
almost
yeah,
paused.
that's right. Yep. I was wondering what was going on there. And of course, the dumbest thing of all is when they're in the boat on the acid water. The entire scene is so stupid. How does that boat not sink? How does Grandma get out and push it and burn? But he's able to wrap a jacket around his arm and push them towards safety? Like, what the actual fuck is going on? It can eat away metal and it can eat away Grandma's pants. But that jacket? No, it can't touch the jacket.
Impenetrable.
Yeah,
Like, what? When they did that, I'm like, oh, are you
It
kidding
must-
me?
It must
It
have been a Gore-Tex jacket, dude.
I was gonna say it was probably Carhartt.
I'll say that's metaphors. I don't know.
That was so ridiculous. I mean, and Grandma gets out, and then they have two scenes where Grandma, you might think she's dying, and Cohen's like, "Is Grandma dead?" I don't know actually, because now we're having another scene like with her doing the same thing.
I thought
It was
It's not the
I
favorite
can't
thing
believe.
about the movie.
Sorry, I got it.
Kevin, what was your least favorite thing?
My least favorite thing is you guys are shitting on this movie.
Don't tell me you liked it.
I knew Kevin was gonna love this movie.
I do like this
and
movie.
you and my
Watch it.
kid.
I don't say I love this movie, but
all
I like
could
this
think
movie.
about was how much Kevin was gonna love this movie.
I might say Red Heat was better.
Oh, that bad?
It wasn't bad.
No, I would say this was better than Red Heat.
All right,
This was better.
Kevin was getting edged by Pierce Brosnan. He's done. He's done, man. He's
All
good.
right, I took it too far. My bad.
Let Kevin continue.
But where were we?
What's your least favorite
Talking
thing?
about how much you hate us shitting on this movie.
I was going back on the actual movie and about how stubborn Ruth is, and almost got her family killed
Oh, dude,
because
for
of her
real.
stubbornness.
Yeah.
Oh, I am with you, Kevin.
Her
I'm
grandkids
telling
have
what
to
you
come
stepping
save her.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, no, everything will be all right. It's never happened before. It's gonna be all right. No
It's
matter
gonna be
everything
fine.
that's happening.
I'm not going.
Don't worry
They're telling
about
you
it,
to
Mom.
evacuate. No, I'm not going.
There's lava coming down the fucking hill. Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna go take a swim in the acid pond.
Where 2 people died a week earlier.
when they finally got up there, and they just go in the house like nothing is like going on around them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the lava comes through the house and like, oh yeah,
They're
volcano!
And they're running alongside it.
Yeah.
Like they hung out.
John, what was your least favorite thing?
Kevin's thing, Ruth. It was fucking, I mean, the pretty much senseless loop that it takes the plot in this movie that she's just like, no, I refuse to go. It makes the kids go up. They all rally and save her, but she sacrifices herself to get them back to where they were. Like, it was a completely senseless, unnecessary, I guess, plot loop. I don't know.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. Eric, what about you?
I said the shots of the mayor looking back at like the mountain. It was obviously like they got shots of the mountain driving, but then they also got shots of her like looking somewhere, and then they just overlaid that on.
They, like, superimposed.
Yeah, they superimposed that on top of the driving shots to make it feel like she's looking out the window, but it doesn't come along or come through like that.
Yeah,
It's like a Jazz Wolf shirt.
Yes.
Acid trip.
right.
I thought you were going to complain about the Dutch angles because there were quite a few of them in this one.
Yeah, but it's a volcano movie and it's suspenseful, so it works.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't notice, or I didn't think there was anything noticeably bad on those.
Yeah. I only don't like them when it's in Thor because they don't need them.
Yeah, unnecessary. Right?
Don't get me started on that.
Next category: who won the movie? Let's see, Kevin.
This is an easy one. Harry won it. I mean, he was right. He found love again, and he saved the day.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was my pick.
And he got
What else?
to go deep sea fishing.
That is the obvious answer.
Finally did.
I'll give you that.
Vagine.
John, do you? Is that your answer too?
Yeah.
I know Pierce Brosnan edged me the whole fucking time.
Yeah. He's always scoring. Yeah.
Eric, what about you?
Who won the movie? I said NASA because their elf unit saved Harry, even though it didn't work the rest of the movie.
That's fair. That's a good point.
I was really stretching for that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say
missed
there's
that.
not a lot
As
of
many
wins
times
here.
as I watched it, how did that happen? How did the elf unit save Harry?
The
So
GPS.
they had to take the elf unit off of the robot because it was making the robot not work. So he put it on the table, and when the rest of the team left during the evacuation, they left the elf unit there. And when Harry gets down to the bottom of the hill, after Grandma so nicely makes them go back up and then just dies on the way down. He finds the elf unit and puts it in the truck that he then has a hot wired already.
Oh, and that's how they find him in the mountain.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, okay.
John, you watched the movie how many times?
I can keep going. You want me to explain more of it?
No, please no. I don't want to watch it again.
I
Dave,
watched the
who
movie
won-
once and I remembered that they used the elf thing to save them.
Who won the movie, Dave?
The mountain, Dante's Peak.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
That was
Dante.
one of my answers. Yeah,
Dante won the
Destroyed
movie.
everything. It was
Yeah.
dope.
cleared house.
Mother
Hey,
Nature always
literally.
wins.
Did not destroy Harry.
That's true.
My answer is Volcano, not the Volcano, but Volcano the movie.
Yes.
No.
And because I think both of these movies, as we're going to prove or have proven, are very mediocre as hell. But since they came out in the same year, I think that both of them like propelled each other into some weird relevant atmosphere that like we talk about them as if they're
it's called a pyroclastic cloud.
Pyroclastic flow.
Sorry.
I read that it was like a race.
It
Like
was.
a race to get the movie out
It's a
because
race?
Yeah.
they wanted to beat Volcano.
Yeah, and they did. Yep. Yeah,
We're
Dante's.
making
They were both.
Movie. We got to get it out faster.
That's literally how it was in Dante's Peak 1. And I believe they made more. Dante's Peak made more money too, and had a lower budget, maybe.
I think that's
So-
the only reason they had more success.
Yeah, it was because they released it first, right? So I just think that Volcano. I mean, these two movies just made each other relevant for whatever weird reason in 1997, and there's no other Volcano movies. It was just like some weird phenomenon for a
97.
hot second. Yeah, yeah.
Theologically speaking, volcano movies should only come along every 2,000 years.
Yeah, we'll make one when Pompeii comes back. All right, now another hard one. Oh my god. Next one. Favorite song, moment, or score scene? Did anybody else? Okay, Dave, fine. I'll let you take it. It's got to be. There's one answer.
When they sing "Row, row, row your boat,"
Yeah, of course. Which they're not rowing until Harry uses his jacket.
That
They do it
And
on the
there's
ground.
no-
sick
too.
extra protective jacket.
Has anyone ever been on a boat where there's no fucking paddle there in case the
I
engine-
know.
True. Yeah. Also,
There
that
wasn't
propeller
electric
still
either,
had some treads on the
Yeah,
thing.
I know.
Like
That was
it would have propelled you more. Just put it back in the water and leave it running.
Yeah, more than grandma pushing.
We need grandma to die.
Yeah, we need
They
a
were
new
like,
competition.
How do
I
we kill
agree.
this character off? Okay.
Put her in a lake of acid.
All right, she sufficiently delayed them all from the rest of the volcano studying team.
Eric, what about you?
I said when the volcano explosions happen, I like the
Oh,
volcano
yeah.
explosions sounds.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah, they were sick.
This is actually where he's not the hot star. I'm so excited. John, I'm gonna use that a couple more
My
times.
favorite sound is when Paul dies, you hear a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Nope.
I did see that.
Nice.
I hear that too. Kevin, what about you?
Someone will find it, hopefully.
Am
Yeah,
I the
we
only
do
one
well
putting
enough.
this? Am I the only one putting this as a serious movie here?
I think so.
Yes.
Well, define serious, because if somebody used a jacket to row their boat,
It's the score
Row,
scene.
row their boat.
The score scene when they drive over the lava and they save the dog.
Oh yeah.
It is so happy that they get
Oh,
the
you know
dog
what?
in the back of the truck.
damn.
And then Pierce is like, "You dirty little fucking rascal.
I thought
like, oh,
that was going
You
to
just
be
lost
Eric's
grandma.
favorite thing. I thought that was going to be Eric's favorite thing was
So
saving
did
the
I.
dogs.
Yeah. So when I
Use
started
this
watching
word.
it, I couldn't remember exactly what happened, so I had to Google "Does the dog die in Dante's Peak" to prepare myself. It did. The dog did not die, and I was very
Nope.
happy. And Julie
I
came
thought
in
that-
a little bit later, and I was like, "Don't worry, the dog does not die."
no.
And she's like, "Okay, great."
And then she went to the other room.
No, she sat just like me, like eyes stared to the TV.
Is he gonna make it? I know he's gonna make it, but I still just don't know.
This fucking grandma's making the kids come back up the mountain.
The lake ate my legs off.
Right. Oh my god. All right, next one. This will be interesting. Favorite line from the movie. Where do I start? Kevin. Kevin loves it.
Kevin.
Yeah, because he actually probably has a real one.
I looked a little, but I only had one line. And it was a man who looks at a rock must have a lot on his mind.
John's gotta like that one. I had one that I can't get out of my head on how stupid it is. I'm just sorry. When what's his name? Is it Stan? The boss who says, "Harry, listen, for what it's worth, you were right and I was wrong." And all Pierce Brosnan says is, "I know." Like it was like the most like nonchalant, like it's so bad. Like I know, and that was it. Like he just moved on. Like that was the whole
Matt-
crutch of the movie.
Matt, you took my line.
So dumb, right?
Yes.
It was like that was the whole twist. Oh,
You
he was
spent the
right.
whole front half of this movie being a
I know.
fucking dickhead,
Right.
not putting the town on alert, and then you're like, "Oh, I was wrong. Sorry."
I know. That was it.
For what it's worth.
For what it's worth,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
No, yeah, it's worth nothing
what?
now. Fucking kid.
It's worth not
It was
jumping
worth
off the bridge.
It was worth his life.
At least
Yeah.
you
Even
see him die, and
He
no
didn't
one
even
really
try.
reacts to him dying. After he dies, they're like, "Huh."
Oh,
All
George
right,
died.
get back in the van. That's when the dude runs back in the van whose leg broke.
Yeah, like 3 days prior.
Because he went off script. Dave, what was your favorite
Yeah, I
line?
really want to know what Dave's favorite line is.
Town alert. Then there's this town should be on alert. Then there's call the mayor, have her put the town on alert.
Oh my
I
god.
also love that old dude at the end. He's like some piece of shit or some piece of crap town in Montana. Who cares?
Yeah.
I love that one too because that's the town that's supposedly better than that.
Yeah.
Right.
No one gives a
He's
shit.
also worried
Who
about his
cares?
sign that he just put up.
Yeah. I also said the guy who goes, it's coffee time. Coffee.
Cappuccino.
Java.
Yeah, Java, cappuccino. For no reason at all.
Yeah.
Really.
Well,
remember
That was
that
my
line.
other line, Matt.
They needed to give
Really?
Yeah, we were on the same page.
Weird.
I remember that line from when I was like watching it as a kid. It's
Really?
just- yeah, I don't know
No,
why.
same.
Or
I
late
did too.
90s.
because it was one of those just goofy lines that you saw as a kid, and you were like, "Oh, that's funny."
That's
Yeah. John, what about you?
When
your
Grandma
one last.
says, couples would sneak up here for a hot dip and some hot nookie.
Ooh, I do see that.
Ooh, spicy.
Dang, a Ruth line.
Yeah.
Big Ruth fans here.
they did it all for the nookie.
Team Ruth. God,
You never should have got out of that boat, Ruth.
Yeah.
down by that road.
Don't go down that road.
This mountain will never hurt us.
that Instagram video of Eric talking about Pet Cemetery from a past episode has so many comments saying it's a Maine accent. It's a Maine accent, and I just say been hearing that. That's what
Been hearing that.
I need to use Dave's quit yelling at me. But, no joke, we have like 100 comments, and it's just the same thing over and over about how Eric doesn't. It's a Maine accent.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, duh.
You
Dummy.
fucking non-Mainers.
Know that, idiot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
that changes the way that I feel about the accent. I think it's good now.
Yeah, right.
I think it's good now. Oh, I didn't know I was from Maine. I'm pretty good now.
It doesn't sound like nails on a chalkboard anymore.
Right. Next category. Does this movie get made now?
Oh, I didn't even do this one.
So I'm gonna go back to what Julie said. I agree. I think we need a disaster renaissance here, and I'm all for it. Let's get a volcano movie going.
They've already started. They gave you Twisters.
Yeah, Twisters. I know. Let's go.
I'm
We need
down.
Dante's Peak too.
Electric Boogaloo.
Dante
And
peaks again.
They've already
And
made that.
volcanoes.
Volcanoes.
This one is Dante Peaks.
If this is the peak, I don't want to see anything lower than that. The crest. Dante's crest. Yeah, why not? Let's make another one.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Fuck it. We can't get any worse.
Dante's Hill. Dante's
I'll
Hill
die on that
has
hill.
eyes.
Yeah, there we go. 2. Eric, do we have blind rankings ready?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me just
No worries.
look
Let's
at
go to
that.
the next one. Let's do the next one
okay,
while you're
man.
doing that.
Hold on, wait. I said that it would get made because Hollywood loves blowing
yeah.
shit up. So like,
True.
I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, it gets a B+ if it's just strictly on disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the blind rankings. You want to do
All
blind
right, let's do
rankings?
it. Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, okay.
Kelly
So
changed it too, so.
Ooh. Let's slide in.
So for our audio listeners, this is the blind ranking section of the show. Our producer Kelly has come up with a category. She actually did this on the fly. She did 2 of them. This one was the better one. She's given us six different items or characters or options to rank from 1 to 6, 1 being the best, 6 being the least best. And we don't know what they are, so we have to put them in order.
Hang on.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Oh, Kelly said it now does have to do with this movie. So she must have found something in our rant.
She was stuck with inspiration.
Top 6 movies that Kevin likes that we don't. You didn't like V for Vendetta, and I do.
I
so.
still hate that fucking movie.
See? Everybody has their opinion.
Okay.
And most
We're all
on
entitled to have opinions.
Okay, are we ready?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, what is it? Top lava deaths.
Lava death.
Oh,
Okay.
lava deaths.
All
I like the title of this.
Grandma.
I think I knew my favorite
That
one.
is ew.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What's our
No.
first category?
I'm not ready.
Hunchback.
Oh,
I have never
Hunchback of
seen
Notre
it.
Dame.
I'm putting it at 6.
Yeah, I can't remember it. So
that's the bad guy at the end.
Yeah.
The Hunchback?
That was a fun movie.
No.
From what
Leave it? No.
I'm
Frollo.
going 5 or
Frollo.
6. I'm going to go 6.
What's
Yeah.
religious obsession and
The Christmas music is
yeah, it's Christmas music.
For lava death.
What's next? Oh, Indiana Jones. Oh,
Temple of Doom.
I'm putting that at 2 for me.
I'm putting it 2 because I think I know what number 1 should be. If it's not on the list, I'll
number
be
one
angry.
should be. Yeah, we do have a number 1.
I put it at number 3.
I got it 2, and I have 5 Hunchback.
Copying me.
It's Hatchback.
Lord of
Oh, okay,
I didn't think
yeah.
about that one.
That's good.
I'm going number 3.
Yeah, Matt. I think Matt and I have the same list at the moment.
I put it at number 2. I know what I want to be number 1, but I don't know if
Yeah,
Kelly put it on here.
I have one in mind that I'm saving for a podium ranking.
I think we all have number 1 the same, but
Golden
it's hard to
Rose.
say.
But I'm thinking number 1 is technically
Ooh.
isn't a death when I'm thinking it should be.
South
Oh my
Park.
gosh.
That's
Julie
Smeagol
says
there.
Smeagol at number 1.
Episode
So-
of South Park.
I think it's a pretty important death, right? Smeagol's is
Oh,
more important than the number 1 that we're trying to.
I'm putting that at 4.
5. I put it at 5.
Wait, Kevin, where'd you have Smeagol?
I have Smeagol at 3.
Oh, we have the same one.
Oh, we do.
Ruth is not on here.
No, I don't have Ruth.
Austin.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm saving. This is number 5.
Ah.
Oh, actually, we don't have the same. I have Austin Powers at number 6.
Austin Powers number 4 for me. This last one is my number 1.
Oh
Same
my
here.
God, same.
Is
Wait, is it
everyone
for all
waiting
of
for
us?
number 1 to be there?
I hope
Yeah,
it's
'cause
something that.
if it isn't, I'm putting what should be number 1.
Yeah, we gotta tell our number 1s.
Oh, I think we all have the same number 1.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
never mind. This one still wins.
that's what I was holding.
This is
up.
actually Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but
Yeah, that,
Oh, yeah,
this
it is
the one
Terminator 2.
I
Yeah.
was-
But it is
I
the
mean,
Terminator
I
who
put
gets.
I'm okay with
I'll have
that.
that. So I'm good with it, but I know that we all had number 1 with the Volcano from Volcano.
No.
I was.
Am I
My
right?
number 1 was
The guy
T2.
jumping.
My
Well, yeah.
number 1 is
Yeah.
T2.
My number
The
one.
we were waiting on.
Ruthless.
Yeah, I was
That's
waiting
the one
on
I
the
was
guy
waiting-
jumping out of the back of
Yeah.
the train
In Volcano.
into the lava to throw the other guy to safety and while melting.
Right.
I was thinking Anakin Skywalker in Episode 3 because he
Oh, I
turns
didn't
into
know
Darth
that.
Vader.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what I
dang.
thought
There's
number
more
1
than
would be.
Ruthless.
There's more than I would have thought for deaths in
I mean,
Volcano
that,
or lava.
yeah.
That's wild.
Temple
that-
of Doom was one that I hate the movie. Maybe hate's a strong word, but I definitely
said it.
remember that part from a young age. The dude getting his heart ripped out and dipped
Yeah, that's
into
awesome.
lava.
Nice, good ranking, Skel. I can't believe
Yeah,
there's
I
that
like
many
that one on the fly.
lava. I mean, Terminator. I'm happy with Terminator 1, and I wasn't even expecting it. So, like, well done. The
Yeah.
Anakin one, I didn't even think about.
Yeah,
He doesn't technically die.
Yeah, as I said, he didn't technically
Oh,
die, but
that's
Anakin,
fair.
I
Good
mean,
Anakin
call.
are you
dies
saying
and
he
turns
wasn't
into Darth Vader.
alive? What are you trying to say?
That's a fair point. Good
I
Yeah.
think
call.
Anakin died when he started slaughtering younglings.
I think I'm with
fair.
Dave on this one.
Yeah. Wait, did you guys watch all the first 3, Eric? The prequels or just the first
Julia's on it. She's up to Rogue One now.
one? Oh, badass.
I was really
Nice.
just in for episode 1. I caught episode
just wanted
3,
the pod
the
racers.
big scene, but
Nice.
I just wanted pod racing and Jar Jar
Is
Binks.
she, oh, is she watching
course you
it
did.
chronologically or something?
Yeah, she's watching them like technically chronologically.
They're still good in him. He slaughtered younglings. They're still good in him.
I think it's mostly bad.
I still love
Padme,
that she,
I don't know what you're thinking.
I still love that she had that
I
South
mean-
Park in that.
Just so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's so
Yeah.
quick. They just tucking.
Yeah.
and they just
South Park is awesome. All right, next category. Back to their categories. Like we could talk about Star Wars all day. I really want to go back and start watching them again. It's been a while.
Jar Jar Binks is my favorite thing about all of them.
But next category, most rewatchable scene. I'm going first.
Have at it.
Will not bring it.
Wait, what'd you say, Matt?
Wait, go ahead. You cut out there.
The couple in the hot spring.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Yep.
The only scene I remember as a kid. The entire movie. That's all I remember is the two people like hooking up in the spring. That's it. That's all I remember.
Little nookie.
Terrible.
That's right. My favorite. That's the most rewatchable scene for sure. Eric.
I said when the lava surprisingly comes through the house and they have to go out to the pond or the lake and boat across the acid lake. Because that's the scene that sticks with me from my childhood.
It's hilarious. The hot boiling acid.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Shout out to our movie podium with friends episodes.
Yeah.
We did Batman Forever. Batman Forever.
Batman.
Oh, yeah.
With Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Yep. What up?
Big ups.
He's probably listening or will be listening. Kevin, what about you?
I put the this is why I know it was a flow and not a cloud. It was a pyroclastic flow at the end. And this one always stands out to me. That's what I think of when I think of this movie is when they're driving away and then he stares in the rearview mirror and you just see that coming through the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Yep.
And something I saw too, it's a random ass fact about pyroclastic flows, is they're like over 465 feet like a minute or a second. Sorry.
Holy shit.
That's how quick those things go.
But
Which
those
is terrifying.
those don't happen on all volcanoes, right?
No.
Okay.
No. That's like the crazy explosion ones, like Mount St. Helens.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Like
really
the ones on
getting-
Hawaii
yep,
are
yeah.
like just like slow flows of lava. These are like
Field
explosions.
volcano.
Oh my god.
I went in
John?
a little rabbit hole on that.
Oh god. John,
Count?
what'd you like?
Oh,
your favorite? Or most rewatchable scene?
it was Paul's death. I thought it was. I think the pyroclastic flow that Kevin was referring to, just the way that it looked. He's like, we got the last of them out, and they're trying to race this flow of like muddy. It's like basically muddy flood water that's been melted by lava and
Oh yeah.
down the hill, and it takes out the bridge. And I just thought it looked really cool, and it culminates with my favorite ridiculous death of this movie.
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
Thrown into the Wilhelm screaming, and well, I guess he's dead. Goodbye.
Why didn't he try to jump? He just gets out and says, or doesn't do anything. He just goes away.
Yeah, he knows he's dead at that point.
I could have tried to jump.
One might believe, because earlier in this movie, Pierce Brosnan was like spinning out and throwing lava with his rubber tires. People to drive out of it. One might be inclined to believe that it would be wiser to stay in your vehicle and try and duck it.
Oh my god. Dave?
Any of the times they put the town on alert.
Oh man. Did I miss anybody?
I think we all went.
All right. Is this the Dante
Daisy Jones is in here.
ASL? Next category. Most likely to be the off-screen drunk.
I don't know if I did this one.
It's okay, Kevin.
Oh,
Kev.
what'd you say? Yeah. It's been a while since we've had Dave say Kevin.
It's been
You mean nobody else was saying it was Kevin?
Oh no, we always say it's Kevin.
We also said it was you too.
I was
'cause you
just
weren't
say
here.
though, you and
hell
Daniel
yeah.
also got it.
Yeah.
And John.
Whoever's not on the pod is
Yeah.
Yeah. I said Paul Dreyfus. I think I've called him Stan and George in this episode. His name, I guess, is Paul. I got to my notes here.
Fluffy.
And
It's
he
Susie.
also, oh, what's up? We also a shout out
She's gonna
to when
bark.
he plays the Baron's owner in Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's him. That's. I just think that he was always raw. I don't know. He just seems like a drunk. I don't know. I don't have much faith on that.
grizzled
John?
government bureaucrat.
Yeah, sure.
He
John?
is the one. He is the one that suggests they go have an adult beverage.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. Okay, there we go. Anybody else have him?
I'm going to say that.
I
I
had
forgot to
Kevin.
do this one.
You had him too, Kevin.
Yes, I have him.
Nice.
John, who'd you
John?
say?
Oh, for me, it's Ruth. She's holed up there on the mountain, refusing to go. Not thinking about her family. She is up there boozing and losing. Sister.
I'm with John. That was my answer.
Team Ruth. Oh man. All right, next category. And God forbid, there's not much to go on this or go up on this one. Casting our friends on this.
I'll go first.
All right,
Get it out of the way.
all right, Dave.
I got Kevin as Paul.
Me too.
Me three.
I'm Paul.
Eric.
Yes, across the
No,
board.
I don't have him as Paul.
And not trust somebody's gut.
Yeah.
I got John as Greg. It's
Which
just
one's Greg?
It's just a different addiction.
The coffee.
Greg's
Okay.
guy. The coffee.
Yeah. Okay.
Jumba.
It's just John's got a different addiction. He's got the weird.
That's funny.
Daniel's Terry because he turns heel on his robot. I have Eric as Harry because I feel like Eric is gonna trust his gut and put the town on
Put the
alert.
town on alert.
And I've got Matt as Stan because Stan seems like the numbers guy.
Yeah.
Yep. That's hilarious. Well, that's more than I got. Nice. Well done. I just said Kevin is Paul Dreyfus. Too stubborn to do anything except say, and
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
yeah.
Rabble, rabble.
And he'd be the one waiting till the last minute to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And then, I don't need the jump. I'm too stubborn for that.
Maybe I can swim.
Should have been.
Yeah.
Guess myself.
Yeah,
as
maybe you're the girl.
because I can't swim.
Kevin, what'd you have?
I actually had a few on this one.
Oh, nice.
I actually had Eric as Greg, the coffee Java guy.
Coffee.
Because he's the tech guy, and he gets all this computer and everything set up, and he's just like happy and ready to go to work and work on this tech that he's given.
That is true.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And then I have a combination cast for Harry. I put John and then also Jordan as Harry. I put Jordan for reason is because he loves his fish tanks, and he'd be the first to check pH levels to see what the hell's going on with the fish.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then I had John as Harry also because he'd be like, "There's some trees dead over here. I want to figure out what's going on."
How long have those been dead?
I don't
No
know.
one knows, John, because no one pays attention to that.
And then I had it was hard to get people on. I went a little bit outside here. I have Cody as Graham because he'd be the one to stash stuff in a mine just for later use.
Wait, who's Graham?
The
kid?
boy kid.
the boy.
Okay.
You just have like potato chips and things like.
That little rabble rouser.
And then for similar reasons, why I was casted as Paul, I casted myself as Ruth because I'd be the stubborn asshole that wouldn't listen to anybody and just continue on. Like, oh, it's been like this forever. Don't worry about it.
Stoop kids afraid to leave a stoop.
I had you as Ruth too.
But that's what I came up with on those ones.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
good.
Not bad. Not bad.
John?
Yeah, I had Kevin as Ruth. Well, I don't know why I also had Ruth as Dave, I guess because we haven't seen him in a while and we've been trying to pick up.
It's been a while.
Kevin could also be Paul, clearly.
Yeah.
I heard the
Matt, I guess the only really one that struck me was Matt being Harry because of always being out in the field, hopefully no longer. But like, all right, I need to take some samples. Back to the field office.
You've been to like 6 different countries in the last like 6 months.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's pretty much it.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
This was very tough. Eric?
I actually cast myself as Ruth because I would be the one not wanting to live by people and want to live in the mountains.
A volcano.
Though, in opposition to that, if there was any like slight like inkling that volcano might
You're
erupt,
getting the hell out of there.
I'm leaving. Julie and I are taking the dogs and we're leaving. I said that Paul is Kevin because he doesn't want to risk upsetting the town, and he's stubborn as all hell.
What are
And
these
then-
7,400 people gonna do?
I feel like Kevin was the mayor in Jaws, too. For a very
Yes,
similar
he
reason.
was. He was.
Yeah.
It's about the money, baby.
I said that Harry is Daniel because he and Kevin are always fucking fighting back and forth. Daniel's telling him to put the town on alert, and Kevin's like, "No, I don't want to." And then Daniel's like, "No, you have to."
Nope,
"Oh,
not doing
I
it.
don't know.
Get
Nope.
your
Yep.
head out of your ass.
It's a good bicker.
And then I said Terry, the guy who got his leg broken, is John. Because if any of us were going to go off rope down in the volcano and just be like, oh, it's fine, and then start kicking the fucking robot, it would be John.
And also break a bone in the
Yes,
process.
yeah.
Yeah, and break something.
Yeah, I've
Yes.
seen John ramp a bike off the top of a gazebo and break his collarbone.
No, it was like a
It was
ledge.
like
Top down
a
from the
landing
gazebo.
thing.
Yeah. But yes, he did break his collarbone.
Helmet?
Not-
Who needs a helmet?
Nah. Well, 2 categories left, and boy, they're exciting too. We got first
Way to
one. Is
sell
this a?
it.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, it's hard to sell this movie.
Kevin's
Is
on
this-
the edge of his edging.
I'm getting edged right
Honestly,
now.
the best part about this movie is our background right now. That is incredible.
Yeah.
All right, last 2. First, though, we have: is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members?
I think
so
we can
it's
say
not-
yes for everyone.
I said no for Pierce Brosnan, and that's it. The only no.
Yeah. I
I had a few better ones for him.
said maybe yes for Linda Hamilton.
I said yes. I looked her up. Her IMDb is actually not great. I mean, if you take a Terminator or Sarah Connor as one role,
Which we do because it's
which
role.
we do,
Mhm.
then this kind of has to be on her list.
Roll.
She was in Children of the Corn from back in the day.
I mean, how can you ignore Children of the Corn?
She was also. I've brought this up before, and it's a Michael Caine and Jim Belushi movie. She's also in Mr. Destiny, and she's.
I've
in the,
never seen that.
It's
Michael Caine.
It's a pretty good movie.
Michael.
Mike
Nice.
Cocaine.
So I said no for only Pierce Brosnan.
Remember
obviously,
when? Sorry.
Oh, go
Remember
ahead.
when Matt tried to do a
Yeah.
Michael Caine impression?
I try to forget.
No, I'm trying to forget.
Oh,
Sorry,
I love
Matt.
I love the spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Freak
R is the wrong
violation.
way around.
Yeah.
If you can find the alternate control.
So obviously for Pierce Brosnan, his main or his top podium role has got to be James Bond, right?
No,
Do we
yeah.
all agree?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'd say second is probably Thomas Crown Affair. It's probably the best movie he's in where he's a star.
I have him at their number 2 also.
Is that the romantic comedy?
Yes.
Kevin.
Oh yeah, back to that. That's a throwback.
Yeah, it is.
What's number 3, Kevin? Is bitten Mamma Mia?
Number 3 is
No.
Dante's Peak, baby.
Oh come on!
You didn't even do
Miss
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Miss
the lead role in
Doubtfire.
Dante's Peak. He's not a lead role in Mrs. Doubtfire or Mamma Mia.
I know that was my hang up on Mamma Mia. He's only one of the dudes that might be Sophie's dad. So
Great.
Miss
Yeah,
Doubtfire,
I think
it
Bond
takes-
was
it would be number
his
3.
tailor-made role, probably.
What Bond?
Bond was probably his.
Oh
tailor-
yeah, of course, of
Yeah.
course. And he's played Bond in every other movie since.
I'm like, okay, he did a lot of Bond movies.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
except Mamma Mia, he's different in that. Missed out for it. Yeah. See, we agree. Definitely
Yeah.
over this, I think. Just because it's a more enjoyable movie, and he's still a pretty big role in it. I mean, he's not Robin Williams, so you're right.
Yeah.
In this movie, he is the main character, but this movie is not as good as Miss Doubtfire. So it's a toss up.
Yeah, but it was really just because of a lead role compared to not being a lead.
Yeah,
That was
understand.
my toss up.
Understand. Yeah, I mean that's definitely the argument. But dude looks like a lady.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
Miss Doubtfire.
I didn't even have anything for anybody else other than the guy who's the owner in
Space Jam.
Jam.
Yeah, the kids
Yeah.
were TV actors after this. And
I looked at that. Yeah, no, they weren't in anything. All right, let's get to our main event, and that was kind of tough because we've already done 1997 movies, and we're not doing disaster movies until our last episode of this month,
Yeah.
After Waterworld.
and good old Waterworld. And so
I think Waterworld falls on February, so it's technically not.
it falls in its own category. So we're gonna do. Does this movie podium for underrated movies in 1997? And if anybody in the chat has a underrated movie from 97 or any movie from 97 that they like, throw it in there.
Yeah.
Let's go with John first.
I guess.
Good one, John.
Yes, I'll say it's underrated because some of the 97 movies out there were very bad.
But
Does
is this one of
make
the
your
3
list?
best underrated?
3 best underrated,
Yeah, or most underrated.
most underrated. Nah, I think it's probably rated.
It's definitely rated.
Yeah. Do you want me to pick my
Yeah, go for your 3.
Yeah. 3 underrated.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Oh, hell yeah.
shit.
Oh my God, no!
Shut up, Dave. It's amazing.
Very underrated.
Go ahead.
Shut up, dude.
Let's hear it.
Ice World.
Jesus Christ!
Wait, hold on. What? Did you
Spice Girls movie.
Spice World?
Wait, this isn't category for sucks ass.
Did you understand the assignment?
I think we know the answer to that question.
I mean, it's the bar was set low. It can
What's your number
surely-
3?
Yeah, what's your number 3, John?
Con Air.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
Wow,
You
you
got through it.
Con Air
you
is
saved it.
though.
He saved it.
I don't. I debated on Con Air because I feel like sometimes it's overrated and sometimes it's underrated and
It's
sometimes
like a
it's
cult
just,
classic now.
yeah, I know. So I left it off mine just because of that. Dave, what about you?
All right. Number 3,
Spice World.
George of the Jungle.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
the live action Brendan Fraser.
I did not
Nice.
recall that movie.
Wow.
That's my number
This is
3.
hilarious.
I thought about that one.
Number 2, Good Burger.
Okay, yeah.
Wow, that came out in 97.
It was
Welcome to
97.
Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
I don't know if that's underrated.
Okay.
though. But this is your
Good
list,
Burger?
Dave. This is yours.
I would agree with Good Burger.
Would
I
you
don't
say
think
it's a
Boogie
good
Nights is
movie?
underrated.
Would I say it's a good movie?
Yeah.
I would say it's enjoyable, and
I
I'd
think
say
it's
good.
underrated.
Yeah,
And I mean, as the title would suggest, it's good.
it's good.
Number 1, Beverly Hills Ninja.
Nice.
Yes.
I wondered if someone was going to put
Yes.
that on there.
Outside
It's
of
so
that,
good.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah, I thought about that one.
Bean.
No,
No, Bean did come out this year. I saw
I could
that.
always rate being higher than an
Air
awesome
Force
movie.
One and Con
Yep.
Air.
Con
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Air Force One's rated like it's right where it needs to be.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, what about you?
I actually do have a James Bond movie on this one, and it's because it's overshadowed by GoldenEye. So number 3,
Overshadowed is
Tomorrow
not.
Tomorrow Never
Overshadowed
Dies.
is not the same thing as underrated.
Well, everyone forgets about this movie, and Tomorrow Never Dies is underrated
no one-
because people
Why-
don't think of GoldenEye when they. Think
Why
of
do
Pierce
they forget
Brosnan.
about it?
Because the movies after Pierce
Because it
Brosnan Bond
sucks?
movies suck. So yeah,
Yeah.
Die Another Day in the World Is Not Enough were terrible, and then
Terrible,
GoldenEye
yeah.
is like way up here, and then you have
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Dies right in the middle, and no one even remembers that movie exists for the most part.
Hey.
I feel like it's never
Yeah,
talked about.
I mean, it's probably because it sucks.
It doesn't suck.
Hey, if you want to go listen to our review on it, we do have a Bonding with Kevin episode.
It's like our
Bonding with
fourth
Kevin,
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donnie Brasco is really good.
Sorry, Kevin. I yield the floor
I'll leave
back
it
to
there a
you.
little longer.
It's all right.
Yeah, all right.
I got a little
It's your
excited
list,
on that.
Kevin.
I'm a Bond guy, if you can't tell. But number 2 is Rocket Man with Harlan Williams.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
Harlan Williams.
yeah.
Nice.
It was a Disney movie. It's a little cheesy, but it's just a guy gets picked to go to Mars, and he does
That's
a lot
an
of
old
stupid
favorite
shit
of
while
mine,
trying to train for it, and it's hilarious.
I kind of want to hear you explain.
And then number 1 is actually Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen.
Oh, wow.
We
Brings
have
back
George of the Jungle and Jungle to Jungle. Oh my god. This is so wild.
you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah.
Is that
Isn't it-
Tim Allen?
Yeah, Tim
Yeah,
Allen.
Tim Allen, and he finds out he has a kid that was grown up as a tribes in a tribe from Africa because his wife was like I can't remember, like did something with tribes in Africa. And,
We'll have to do that next.
had to bring him over to to New York and brings
Oh
a
my
tribal kid
God.
to New York. He ends
See,
up climbing
yeah.
the top of the Statue of Liberty trying to set it on fire.
You need to stop.
I guess these are underrated. I mean, they're not overrated. Let's put it that way.
Dave's like, someone stop Kevin. Stop.
What is Jungle to Jungle?
Someone stop the Savage Child.
But
Wow.
this is also 97. So these are movies I'm trying to remember that I watched when I was 9 years old
Jungle to
and
Jungle
haven't
got
watched since.
Jungle to Jungle got a 5.2 on IMDb.
So very
Incredible.
underrated.
I wonder. I bet Spice World's lower. Eric, Eric, what about you?
Hold on. I want to know what Spice World gets.
What are the
Spice
lowest?
World? Oh, Spice World got a 3.7. It's
Oh man, that's
telling you, it's
That might be the.
higher than that. It's
That is really.
Underrated though.
Okay.
It's underrated
What
at
was-
that point.
What was the first movie John said?
John, what was the first movie you said?
Mortal Kombat 9.
Annihilation. Yes.
I think that's lower than Spice World.
No, I don't
I think
think
it's like
so.
3.2.
No way. It is a 3.6. one tenth lower.
That's what I'm saying, you guys. Gotta give these films a second chance. They can't be that
Incredible.
bad.
I'm
I
with
didn't know
John.
how this would go, but this has gone way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Dante's Peak not making anybody's list.
And let's continue that because no, it did not make my list.
Oh, dang.
At 3, I have a 4.9 rated IMDb and a 37 Metascore, whatever that is. I think it's low. And
Yeah.
that is the Ice-T classic Anaconda.
That was this
Yeah.
year?
Yep.
Hey,
It was
watched that
97.
movie.
That movie
Yeah.
terrified me when that came out. I
me
remember
too.
it'd be like
Definitely
snake. I
not
hate
a
snakes.
prequel.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it should be higher than 4.9.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be
Oh,
up
you
in the
said Ice Tea. You mean Ice Cube?
Cube. Yes, I did mean Cube.
Yeah, but I do
Sorry,
agree.
Cube.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
to be
okay.
fair,
So that's
you put ice cubes in iced tea.
yeah. Shit. So number 2, very aptly, comes in for this episode. 5.5 on IMDb,
know where
54
you're going.
Metascore, Volcano, because Volcano is better than Dante's Peak. Volcano is an underrated movie.
I'm gonna
It's the
find out.
better movie.
That is beating it head on.
Matt,
Yes.
say the tagline for
The
Volcano.
vote was wrong.
The coast is toast.
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 And then
Toast is toast.
my number 1 has a 3.8 and a Metascore of 29, and it is Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin.
Of course, you went there. Batman.
That is
Oh
my
my
number 1
God.
underrated movie of 97.
It's not that bad.
It's not
Oh,
3.8 bad. I would give it at least a 4.
Oh, we got a Dante's Peak and
Four or
Volcano.
a four?
Hey,
So-
Metal John's back.
Yeah. Hey,
Nice.
what's up, Metal John? Eric agrees with Volcano for sure.
Oh, listen, I liked Dante's Peak. It was a good watch, but Volcano, I am telling you, is technically the
can't
better
wait.
movie.
Yeah, I can't wait. So, Mortal Kombat Annihilation's tagline: "Destroy all expectations." Yeah, with a 3.6. Don't expect anything out of this movie.
The
All
coast
right,
is toast.
so I also said no. This did not make the most underrated movies. My number 3 is Vegas Vacation.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that one.
Yeah, it's a very entertaining and fun, and I think it's a lot better than European Vacation.
Yeah,
so
I
that was
do-
my
I do
number
too.
3.
I
Put a
really
quarter
Yeah,
in, you get a car. Put a quarter in, you get a car.
pretty good.
My number 2 is The Game, which is with Michael Douglas. He gets thrown into like a psychological thriller, and it's a David
Yeah.
Fincher movie.
Okay.
Really
Got
good.
around to watching it.
Yeah, it's really, really good and underrated because none of us have seen it, right? So
Yeah.
it's under the radar. And then my number 1, of course, is Con Air. I mean, I'm a Nicolas Cage fan. How could I not say Con Air? Also,
that
one
tracks.
that nobody said, and two that I kind of am surprised on. Nobody said Fifth Element, and I think it's
not
underrated.
under.
You don't
I
think so?
think
Oh,
Dave
what's the
mentioned it
IMDb?
earlier in our
Hold
text.
on.
I think it's low rating, like a low score. Also, another one that didn't get mentioned was Starship Troopers.
Fifth Element has a 4.6.
Oh, that's kind of high. I mean,
Yeah.
the game is a 4.7, and Con Air is at a 6.9. So I felt pretty good at leaving that one on there. But Boogie Nights, as Cody mentioned, not underrated. It's almost at an 8, and it's like the most cult classic movie.
Yeah.
So I left Boogie Nights off there. But I do love that on 97s.
Yeah, I left Fifth Element off because I thought it was like
That's
I
higher
love
than
it.
I
I love it,
That's fair.
and I feel like people know that.
Oh, Starship Troopers.
Yeah, nobody said Starship
Favorite movie.
Troopers.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's underrated.
Yeah, I guess once again I had pretty strict parameters when I was reading,
I would say so. Spice World.
but I love Starship Troopers.
It got a 7.3. Oh, so yeah, the Batman movie from 97 was okay until Bane shows up.
I don't know.
It's bad.
Bane's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Wait, do you like the skinny, scrawny Bane, or whenever Bane's all blown up?
No, you got to do the blown up one.
Oh, Bane. Okay, yeah, that's. I was thinking of Mr. Freeze.
No,
I was
Mr.
like-
Freeze is
He's
amazing.
like in the
Yeah.
and also Mr. Freeze is like in the first like scene, isn't he? We
Yeah,
just
I think so. Yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
his,
he's like in. So
some
it's like,
thing
what?
with his wife or something.
Bane makes sense. Yeah, yep. But yeah, when Bane shows up, that kind of sucks. Yeah, and agreed. Starship Troopers, definitely epic. For sure. Great
Yeah.
movie. Well, that was a hilarious underrated. Now that I think about it, we should have parameters next time we do it. That way there's no sevens. And I have to reach a little more.
Sean's Spice World.
I can't believe. Have you ever seen that?
Nope.
How can you?
It's
It's so
I
underrated.
actually
I've never
have.
watched it.
Yeah, how could you fight for it?
It can't be as bad as they.
I'm pretty sure.
It can't be as bad as they say.
I'm pretty sure the tagline for Spice World is "Spice up your life."
Well, I'm sure that makes.
I mean, it's
too
gotta
much
be.
sense.
Let's see. Tagline.
The GI Jane one was one I almost wanted to.
Yeah, I like
almost
that.
had that on there, but it was outside looking in.
Oh, 5 girls, 5 days, 1 rocking world.
I mean, you were close.
Looks like
Yeah, something like that.
Julie might be with me on Spice World.
Yeah, Julie loves Spice World.
Really?
I
Yes.
think
I saw it when I was a kid, and I did not. And I liked the Spice World or Spice Girls music at the time. And I did not like the movie.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
didn't they,
my
like,
sisters.
they go
had
into the
their
army or something?
Album Spice,
Spice World.
Yeah,
Spice up your
Right?
life.
and then I guess there was a movie that came out with it, and I think they went and
I think that was that movie.
too.
Yeah, that was definitely that movie. Wow, that was hilarious. Well, thanks for partaking in that, everybody, and thanks for getting in on the chat. Hope,
I apologize for that.
we sincerely apologize.
G.I. Jane is more unrealistic than Spice World, but not
Also-
but not as realistic as Waterworld. Spice World, come on.
Or the
Also-
Postman. I think the Postman came out in
Oh.
1997.
I think also a shout out to our friends Sorta Kinda Funny. We were on their podcast a couple months ago, and they have a tagline that they say, "Text me if you want to hang out," and then they say bye. And they had the idea for us to do that. It was me, Matt, John, and Kevin. They had the idea for us to do that, but like each person say a different part of it, and just immediately I was like, this is not. I'm sorry for what's about to happen, and it went as bad as you think it would.
It's
You want to
underrated.
put the town on alert.
Put the town on alert.
The geology can't handle this.
Well, I think Disaster has gotten off to a hot start, so
Yes.
I think everybody's enjoying. Can't wait. Next week we got Twister. The week after we've got. Oh yeah, there we go. The day after, or a day after tomorrow? No, just day after.
Day after.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
day after tomorrow.
And then we have Contagion versus
Outbreak.
Outbreak. Ooh, that'll be a fun battle. And then Waterworld.
You sounded really sincere there, Matt. That'll be a fun
Hey,
battle.
I was buying it until you said something. I'm like, yeah.
And then we also have a movie Podium with Friends episode coming up that I'm excited for with a guy by the name of Eddie Yellen when he makes movies, and we're going to have him on. I'm not sure what movie we're doing, but that'll be exciting. And at some point we'll have Batman and Robin finally out, or finishing our Batman for the four from the 80s and 90s. We have that one with Sawyer coming out as well sometime in the next month. So be on the lookout. We have a couple movie Podium with Friends, and we have Disastuary, which I thoroughly enjoyed this. This is off to a very similar start to Banuary.
Explosions, boom, bang.
Should I roll
wait.
the intro as a goodbye?
Yeah. For anybody who missed our intro, let it roll.
Disastuary, disastrous fury, nature's rage in all its glory.
All right.
Bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Till next week.